a new way of navigation is opening up for the world, the Northern Sea route in the Arctic region. I have with me Mr. Vladimir Panov. He's the special representative for the Northern Sea route for Rosatom, the Russian nuclear agency. They make icebreakers and they make many other nuclear plants. And Rosatom is a friend of India. Thanks a lot for speaking to me.
Nice to meet you.
What is the Northern Sea route? How will the world benefit? And will India partner with it and be benefited?
It won't be a short story, so please be patient. If we look at the history of current world marine logistics, you see that in the end of 19th century and in the beginning of 20th century, the two channels were built. The first one is Suez Channel and Panov Channel.
Panov.
And for the last 100 of years, we have not seen major changes in world marine logistics. So when we talk about Northern Sea route, this is a new route. And actually such new routes appear, maybe this is the last route which will add some new safe passage for world marine logistics for the next few centuries. And what is important? That you see that today the world is getting more and more unstable. That the relationship between countries are getting different compared to the previous decades of stable relationship. And of course, it influences on marine logistics. So first of all, we see the Red Sea. The Red Sea, produces risks, and it influences to change the roads around Africa, as example.
Sure, plenty of risks there.
Also, if you look to Malacca залив и Сингапурский залив.
The Malayan Bay and
Yes.
Singapore Bay.
Thank you. You see that the risk of pirates also increased, and compared to the previous years, the amount of attacks increased at least by 4. So, what does it mean for the world marine logistics? That the safe roads are very needed, and it needed because we don't know what will happen tomorrow. And Northern Sea road, if we will talk with you, for example, 5 years ago, we will be very careful about the development and enough infrastructure on Northern Sea road. And Russia made a great effort for this. Of course, the first of all is nuclear icebreakers. Now we have 8 nuclear icebreakers, also 4 of them of new generation, which are more powerful and has a bigger width, so it makes a channel in the ice which help to bigger ships to be effective and high speed to go in this channel. And we also see that Northern Sea route, especially in summer and autumn, are getting more and more attraction from companies, as example from China.
China had they've sailed a ship through that, correct?
Correct. That's interesting because what usually we do with icebreakers. So when the winter spring is over, our nuclear icebreakers goes to the base, and then they're getting prepared for the next season. And for the last 3 years, we established the duty of nuclear icebreakers the whole year round in the eastern part of the Northern Sea road. Why is it so important? Because when we see at the ice maps during summer and during autumn, you can see that almost no ice on Northern Sea road during 3 months a year. But the wind can move the ice from the north close to the roads of deep sea roads. And that's why it's so important to keep icebreakers there. What we did for now, that those icebreakers help to make a safe passage for any ship, even a non-ice class on the Northern Sea road. And that's why many companies try it. So as an example, the Chinese company from Port Ningbo, just this week on 22nd September, completed cargo with Theos загрузило контейнерами корабль.
So they actually charged their cargo to the special cargo ship.
So this ship is going to Great Britain, and they have a schedule with 18 days. Can you imagine Chinese port and Great Britain port, 18 days? The regular road takes 22 days more. So this is a great economy and efficiency. So it's a very simple example why it can be profitable. And everything what we do on Nothing Sea Road is connected to economy. It cannot be just, let's try it. So it cannot be the economy. And the main question, how it can be interesting and what the purpose of Russian and India cooperation. We see a big value for both countries. First of all, we have a very big sea trade between Russian ports and India. And we see a big potential that part of this cargo can move to Nothing Sea Road because first of all, it's safe. The second is, of course, it's efficient. And the third of all, what we see that we can build a big project, mutual project for shipbuilding of in Arctic. And this is only part of the mutual cooperation which could be established between two countries.
In the Arctic Council, India is only an observer. Don't you think India should be made a member and Arctic Council should be expanded?
I believe that my question will be from different side. That the Arctic Council is established by the geographic position of countries. So there is like countries on the first row and countries on the second row. And your question is absolutely right. Is it соответствует сегодняшнему дню?
Does it correspond to the current situation?
Current situation, India is only an observer.
My personal position is that we have today deficit, the deficit or the lack of the international organization for cooperation in Arctic, whereas no countries which on second row, on the first row, or on the second row. And for me, it's very clear that the possible new international organization should be established not on the geographic position or place. It should be established on economy basis, pragmatical basis of trust. Because no politics, just something what is really profitable for both sides. And I believe in this organization there won't be countries on the first row or on the second row because it's everybody's connected. So if you have a trade, so someone have to sell, someone have to buy. Who's first, who's second? They are connected to each other. They're equal. And this is the basement for the new approach. And actually, if you talk about the Arctic Council, there is also one more question, because the 8 countries are the main members, but 7 of them represents NATO. Correct. And only one Russia. So it by this disposition, it's already doesn't help to make something effective. And that's why I believe that a new formats, the new organization is on the way. Because what we did when your prime minister visited Russia the last year, our leaders established agreement that we make a new format between India government and Russia government. So, and I present the Russian part of this new format. And I'm really thankful to the Ministry of India of Shipping and the Waterways. We are very effective together, and we already made this year our new format in Russia.
So you're welcoming India into the Northern Sea route?
Sure, we are looking forward. India is a very long-term partner of Russia, and I believe that we have a very long decades of cooperation and working together.
Thanks a lot for speaking to me.
Thank you very much.
So that was Mr. Vladimir Panov telling us he's welcoming India into the Northern Sea route. India is an important player in the world economy, and having India as a part of that would be very helpful. With camera person Gauri Prasad in Moscow, Pallava Bagla for NDTV.